Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Wild Season podcast.
Yeah, we're a few minutes early, but we kind of want to get emails out, so we'll just kind of hang around for a few minutes and be like, "Hi, I'm so happy everybody's like already talking and stuff."
Yeah, we are working on mouse
Talking.
support. I saw here some questions about mouse support. Um, we are working on it. It's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Not incomplete. Incohesive? No.
um,
What's the term when something is sort of the same at every level? Consistent. There we go.
yeah,
It's
it's
not
not very
consistent yet.
consistent. Okay.
We're working on that.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of the menus are still being redone. So until the menus are finished, we're not gonna
Gonna pop
spend
out
time
this
doing the
chat.
full support.
Da, da, da.
Um,
There's so many things on my screen. Sorry. There we go. Okay. But how have you been, Sharon?
Kix Kix
You missed our
is stuttering.
lovely. What? I'm studying?
No, Kix is
Oh,
stream is stuttering.
oh
He's sad.
no. I'm sorry, but yeah. Kick. I would refresh because it seems if unless it's stuttering for other people, Twitch stutters for me all the time. I don't know why. Hi, Ma.
They're
Welcome.
obviously not fresh enough. That's why you have to constantly refresh.
Yeah, I don't know. I try to watch people so often, and it like wants to refresh itself about every 8 to 10 seconds buffer, and I can run every other streaming service just fine on my internet. It makes no sense.
Yeah, it's amazing that that they're worth billions of dollars, but they can't get that right.
Yeah, but seems like nobody else is having issues, so that's good. I'm sorry about kicks, but
So has anybody gotten Assassin's Creed yet? I'm waiting for our game store to get it.
ooh.
I've texted them and I told them let me know as soon as it's there.
Actually, last night everybody was saying that they wanted us to play Assassin's Creed next week, but they're insistent that I play it because they think it will be funny, and I did not appreciate that. So you're gonna play if we do. I don't want to be made fun
Yeah.
of. Also, Dragon Age. I guess
When is
since
that coming out? Like I haven't played the last two Dragon Ages, so I'm so lost on that.
I don't know when that's coming out, but I have Origins. I think they were more talking about Origins than Inquisition.
Didn't
But
EA just give that away for free on
yeah,
PC?
and that's
I
when
have
I
it.
got it.
Yeah, same. Well, we could play it until Pokemon comes out, since River King seems to be
River King, I'm gonna play when you're gone, because
okay.
it's a good like conversation game. Because since I only have to play the fishing mini game, I can talk to people in the chat a lot more. Because I'm not doing this monotonous routine and forgetting everything in Harvest Moon. I do have to tell you that I actually killed dinner in Harvest Moon.
You what? Did you cook it? I hope not.
No, I forgot to give him medicine and he died, so I made a new dinner.
I wonder if we could do a stream of you caring for goldfish and see how that turns out. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Should we just make a stream, Kelsey and her pet goldfish, and see how long
I
um,
I kind
we can
of
make it
want a
last?
pet goldfish. Will you get me a pet goldfish? We can name it. I don't know. We can name it Quickfire, or we can have a company goldfish. It could be our mascot. We'll
Yeah, but
just.
then you'll have to fly here and take care of it.
Oh,
Also,
okay.
apparently you're now murder.
Oh yeah, Kelsey.
You're not a murderer. You are murder. You are the um. Why am I? I always I always forget my vocabulary whenever I come on these podcasts.
It's okay.
Um, not the epitome. You are the blank of murder. You are the
Personification.
essence. There we go. Yeah, personification, essence of murder. You are
I'm.
murder personified. There we go.
I know. Isn't murder so cute? No, I'm just kidding. Hi,
Okay,
Imperial.
according to Gala, you need to give dinner a eulogy. So we're waiting.
I gave dinner a eulogy, actually. Um, Gala said it was in the past tense. It was a great eulogy. We're gonna have to go back to a stream and replay it because I actually forget what it was, but it was actually pretty long and kind of heartfelt because I didn't know if you were going to kill me or not for killing dinner. So, all of that. But hey, it's past 9. That means we can actually kind of start.
Yeah.
So, hi, I'm
Hi, everyone.
Kelsey, and this is Sharon above me. Sharon is our lovely CEO, Sharon of all trades. He doesn't like to be called Jack of all trades, so I call him now the Sharon of all trades. Lead game designer, awesome person. I'm
Business development.
Kelsey. Oh, business development, all these things he wants to throw out and be awesome with. I'm Kelsey. I'm the writer, and I'm also a game designer. And
That's it.
yeah,
That's who we are.
that's who we are. And welcome to
To
the
the Wild Season podcast.
21st Wild Season podcast. We never celebrated that we last week, and by we I mean I didn't. I forgot it was our 20th podcast. I never even mentioned it.
Yeah, our podcast is no longer a teenager.
Yep. No longer a teenager. Actually, we are old enough to drink today.
In
At
the
least in
States,
America.
in,
Yeah,
in,
in
in
America.
Europe, the podcast was old enough to drink. What?
Yep. Long time ago.
3 podcasts ago.
Yep. We're getting drunk everywhere apparently. But we have a few things planned for you today.
Oh, so that reminds me.
Yes.
In Wild Season, your character can be hung over. We just discussed that last week.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
that's how I'm always gonna be, right?
Yeah. So if you go to sleep drunk, you will wake up with a hangover.
Ooh. And that gives like stamina decreases.
Yeah. So we made this whole buff and debuff system, which I'm gonna talk about. Oh, actually, you guys probably would have read about it. No, I'm gonna talk about it in the next dev diary, because we're implementing it this sprint. But we have this whole buff and debuff system. So if you perform certain actions, you'll get buffs. If you perform certain actions, you'll get debuffs, and it'll affect things like experience gain. It'll affect things like stamina. It will basically create statuses that will affect how other characters respond to you. It's pretty simple for Wild Season 1, but we hope to be able to build on it in future games.
Yay, I'm excited. And I'm also excited that I don't have to drink milk at the bar like I have to in Friends of Town. I'll have real alcohol. I could just be like,
Yeah.
I failed at everything.
Go and get drunk. Well, actually, certain characters will respond. Well, I want it to be so that certain characters will respond to you better if you drink, because they like to go out drinking.
There definitely is a drinking crowd in this game that go out and drink together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, I want to have it so that if you are at the bar between a certain time period and you have the drunk status, certain characters that like to drink will be like, oh, he drinks. He's cool.
Barry will definitely be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Barry, everything's better with alcohol for Barry. Anyway, we have not a terribly packed podcast, but we have things to talk about. I thought we'd go over the dev diary too, give a little bit more explanation, stuff like that. I'm going to introduce some locations.
Sorry, Mazel team. Yes, there will also be characters that don't like the fact that you drink.
Yes. There are definitely going to be a few characters that are not. Well, definitely not like when you're drunk. Let's just say that.
Will there be Alcoholics Anonymous?
Probably not.
There should be, considering some of the characters, but yeah.
Considering a few of the characters, maybe, but they don't invite them here. They're like, no. No. But yeah, so we're going to go over to Dev Diary. We're going to go over some locations. And if we have time, I have a real-life farming quiz. that has 8 questions, and it's about fish farming because of our Let's Play of River King yesterday. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if you guys even want to do it. But let me bring up the dev diary. Let me hope that
Yeah.
OBS actually did this.
Mazeltine, you're gonna have a hard time getting everyone to like me. That's kind of the point. In real life, everyone does not like you. So in the game, certain decisions will cause certain characters to like you more and some to like you less. You probably will. It'll be very, very difficult to get everyone to like you. You can't please everyone.
Yep, and there's some characters. There's a few characters that no matter what you do, they're probably never gonna like you. Just kind of one of those things. But Kick, no, I made it darker pink on white. Thank you. Yeah, I took suggestions. So it's gonna be great. Everybody's gonna be able to read it now. It's gonna be awesome. Let me bring up this dev diary here. Yes, it went up. Okay. We're mostly bringing up the web page for images that will be below this. So if you guys can't read, it is okay. We are going to actually go through the thing.
Also, if you can't read, I recommend going for reading classes.
Yes. I'm just afraid that the text is way too small, but also my OBS is really small, so that's probably why I can't read it. But yes, Sharon, please tell us all of these wonderful things.
Yeah, let me just pull up the dev diary to get a refresher.
Refresh it all. Refresh your mind. Did that help?
No. Just made things fresh.
Hey, it's better than making things worse or rotten or anything like that. But
maybe we should get a Fresh Prince to help us. Who should be from Bel Air.
That's like my favorite sitcom.
I know, right? I love the Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
I love that and Everybody Hates Chris. Those are my 2 favorites.
I don't think I ever watched Everybody Hates Chris. I know Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I don't like Everybody Loves Raymond.
I prefer Frasier and Cheers for that.
I haven't watched Frasier or Cheers, so I don't know.
I love Frasier. Okay, so dev diary. So we finished a sprint on Friday last week. And those of you in the alpha program got the alpha. I think some of you guys were talking about it earlier. And so basically, at the end of each sprint, before we release the alpha, I'm going to shoot out this dev diary, talking about some of the features that we put into that we're working on. And then at the bottom, you'll see the patch notes where you'll see the details of most of the things that went into the build. Some of the things are a little bit difficult to put in patch notes. So the build notes are not 100% complete, but they're about 80% complete. Okay, so let's start going through it. So I started talking about a little bit about the character progression and the different aspects of it. And I actually just realized that I forgot to detail how animal care will work. But yeah, so basically to be able to level up your character, you'll be able to level up the following skills: stamina, cooking, mining, animal care, and fishing. And basically, the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. And in each of those, as you progress, you'll be able to use different skills and tools. It's like trying to give someone who's never worked in construction a drill and then telling them, go have fun with that, and then watching them get injured. So the more advanced tools will require better levels. So stamina, we actually got this. I kind of got this from a little bit of Rune Factory, just a little bit different. So basically, when you come to the farm, you've never worked in a farm before, so you won't be able to do much. Maybe if you do 5 things in a day, you'll be exhausted. And so the more you work on the farm and the more you do stuff, you do manual labor, the stronger you'll get and the more you'll be able to do. So it theoretically should work as your farm scales, because when you start off, you'll probably have like a garden, and then as your farm grows, your energy levels will also increase, so you'll be able to get more done within a day with less sustenance. Then with cooking, of course, the more you cook, the better you'll get. Um, so if you want to rival Chef Le Wolf, you better cook a lot. Um, Fishing, same thing. The more you fish, the more. Okay. So fishing's a little bit weird. So with fishing, the more you fish, the more you level up. The more you level up, the better access to rods that you'll have. Now, the way that fishing works, or that we have it planned to work, is um, there will be fishes of different levels, and they'll be available at the different fishing spots in the world. Um, to catch the higher level fish, you need to use the appropriate bait, and you need to have a strong enough rod to support it. So let's say you're trying to catch a level 5 fish and you have a level 4 rod. That fish will be more difficult because your rod might not be strong enough to um, to fight the fish. But if you try catching that fish with a level 6 rod, it'll be easier. Um, but to get that fish to appear in the first place, you need to make sure you're using the right bait. So we want to make the fishing relatively intricate. The biggest challenge that we're having with fishing is just figuring out the mechanic of how you actually catch the fish. I don't want it to be just sort of like, oh, let me wait, exclamation point, press A, and then that's it. So if anybody has any suggestions as to what we could make it, yeah. I'm thinking maybe you can have a bar with a red area and a thing that moves. Yeah. Anyways, so mining is again straightforward. As you get lower in the mine, there'll be higher level rocks that you need to break, and if you don't have the right tool, you won't be able to break the rocks. And to use the more advanced tools, you'll need to level up. Pretty simple. And then, of course, I'll just go through animal care since I didn't go through it earlier. Same thing. The more actions you perform on an animal, whether it's talking to them, whether it's using a tool on them, you will gain animal care experience points, which will allow you to level up, which will allow you to use more higher level tools, and also it will increase the animal's affection towards you. So again, if you're an experienced rancher, you're able to get an animal to work with you or care for you faster than if you're not experienced, or if you're training or if you get a new dog and you're familiar with how to treat dogs and you've had dogs before, you'll be able to bond a lot faster with a dog than if you have never had a dog before. So yeah, the more you level up your animal care, the faster you'll be able to get your animals to the maximum like level, because you're just more experienced.
That makes sense. I don't know. Dog people
And I
could
get
never interact with cats correctly, and cat people could never interact with dogs correctly. Kind of one of those things.
oh yeah, I just realized you're making all these weird hand motions while I'm talking.
I'm keeping myself busy, so I feel like I know what I'm talking about, even though I'm not talking. And I did rock paper scissors with myself because that made me look very intelligent. Please
Rift,
continue.
yeah. So Rift Raid, if we want more engaging event this random, yeah, we were thinking of quick time events. Um, but we're having a little trouble on how to scale the QuickTime event. So, for example, we want the QuickTime events to be more complicated if there's a a higher level difference, and you're lower than the fish level, and it should get easier if you're higher. But yeah, I think maybe having if you guys play FIFA, the free kick, yeah, that's a good idea. We
Actually,
could take the free kick thing from FIFA.
did
Yeah,
did you get a chance to pick up Fantasy Life?
is it out?
It is out. At least in the States, it's out.
Okay,
And
well, I'll see it in the game store today when I go
yeah,
and pick up Assassin's Creed.
there is a lot of the crafting jobs in the game use kind of mini game-ish quick time events, and those could be really interesting to look at too.
Ooh, okay, I'll
And
check it
there's like
out.
power-ups that you can do that make the game like the little mini game easier, and that could be like that's like as you level up as a blacksmith and stuff. So
Yeah.
that'd be a thing to check out.
Okay, let's see other comments and questions before I move on. Yes, you will be able to cook the fish.
Yes. Kick has one, but
What's Kick's question? I
just a
can't find it.
suggestion. One of the things I know from growing up on a farming community, everybody says good morning to you when you pass by, or good afternoon, evening. Just a courtesy when you live in a small community. If voice acting is going to be in, how about when characters pass somebody for the first time in the day, they have a greeting, and if they become somebody who does not like you, they ignore you and don't say anything? I think we've kind of talked about this before, Sharon.
Yeah, so the idea was we haven't implemented it yet, and it is on the to-do list. That when you run past characters or you walk past them, you won't get like your typical dialogue box, but they'll have like text over their head saying "Good morning" or "Good afternoon," or "Nice seeing you today," or "Where are you off to in such a rush?" Yeah, so we have discussed it before, and we do want to have that. We just don't know if it will actually make it into the game at launch. Maybe we'll patch it in post launch.
It's definitely
We have a lot of
something.
content for patches.
We have a lot of
So
content for patches and a lot of content that we're shoving into Wild Season 2.
yeah, uh, please buy our game so we can make better games.
Yay!
Um, so yeah, that's where we're at.
Yeah.
Um,
And then we have some art.
yeah, I think Dai, I think we had the discussion because of your suggestion.
Yes.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
We
So
did.
thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you. We think that's a good idea. It's just implementing it and implementing it correctly that
Yeah.
we want
Okay,
to do.
so next thing, these were some of the artworks. We get a lot of comments.
Artwork.
So basically, these are if you guys have played the demo and the alpha, when you are moving around, you'll see two little boxes in the top right, which basically show you what tools you have equipped and what item you're holding. So for the item one, we have a kind of tool background, but for the item holding one, we had we wanted a different icon so people could differentiate it. So these are the two options. I personally prefer the top one. It's kind of more obvious, and I like the style. It's kind of like oh. But yeah, what do you guys think? Yeah, Mazeltine. We are trying to combine a combination of free content and DLC because obviously it takes time and costs money to continue developing content. So we are trying to be non-greedy and fair. So we want to try and separate content that we feel we should have given for free as free DLC and free patches, and content that really will take a lot of time and effort and money to develop. We're gonna set that up as expansion packs. Like for example, additional chapters, added story content, completely new features. It's all gonna be.
We'll group it into things, and it will be expansions.
Yes.
Do all those things. But sorry, Rith, we didn't mean to confuse you. Yeah, Sharon definitely said we are not lacking things to patch in, not that we are lacking things to patch in. Sorry, y'all. Sorry for the confusion. Oh, rocks. Scroll down to rocks. There's platinum, there's gold.
Yeah. So have you scrolled down? I can't see it in the stream. Oh. Okay, so yeah, so these are all gonna be the ores and materials you can find in the mine. So you can find bronze, silver, gold for tool building, platinum for tool building, crystals. I wonder what that is. Diamonds and emeralds and crystals for jewelry.
I think they look very pretty. I'd seen the actual ores and crystals themselves, but not the rocks.
Yeah, I like the rocks. The rocks came out quite cool.
Mm-hmm. Especially like the crystal rocks. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my. But I'm glad you guys all like the art. We have a great art team, and I love them all.
Yeah, our art team is awesome.
I love them. And now we have some meat. and some soybeans and all
Yes.
sorts of
So
stuff.
these are the recent food items that were made. I got a lot of comments about the wheat that it kind of blends a little bit too much into itself. So we might need to make some
Mm.
revisions about that.
Yeah, I could see. I think in how big this image is, it looks fine. But if it's going to be in the character's hands, I can see how that would blend in.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Am I frozen? I look
Uh,
frozen in the stream.
you're not anymore. I accidentally minimized you. I shared my screen with you, so and then I
Oh
minimized you
gee, thank
afterwards.
you. And you had to freeze me in that face.
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to freeze you. I didn't know. I was scared. Okay.
Anywho, okay, so then now we have soybeans.
Oh.
We have root parsley, which looks a lot like carrots.
Hmm.
We might need to redraw that so it's not as confusing. Celery
Hmm.
and almonds.
Um. Di says maybe a few smaller beans. I don't know, but yeah, the root parsley it does kind of look like a carrot, doesn't it? Hmm.
And then below that we have all of the expressions for one of the characters.
This is Edward. Say hello to
Yeah.
Edward, everybody.
So I just wanted to show this to you guys so you guys can see the range of expressions that a single character or NPC will have. Because it takes a lot of time to make each of these expressions, and then we've
Hmm.
had to make several revisions for a lot of the expressions because they didn't look right. But yeah, that's how much work we're putting into each NPC.
Yep, and I especially like Edward's shy expression. It's my favorite. I like his mouth. It's funny. But and then we have cooking stuff.
Yes. So this is the cooking UI. When you open the cooking UI, it will show you what level you are, and this is what it'll look like.
I like it. It's so
Ta-da!
cute.
Yeah.
Little pot and little
You smoking
star.
pot.
What?
You said something about pot, and I just
I said it was a little
went off
pot.
topic.
I said
So
it
you
was a
have a
little
little
pot.
pot.
I, okay. I never get these jokes. You know that, Sharon.
It's okay. I just like
I put my foot in my mouth all the time.
It's okay. I like to just derail the conversation, and leave you confused.
And then we have some drinking animations, though the male's character's one unfortunately is not working on the page.
Yeah, I don't know why,
But
but it's basically the same as the female, except with the male character.
yep, and she looks super cute. I like her that her eyes move up because like her face keeps like tilting back.
Yeah. Although I'm not. I don't know. I think maybe we should change the cup because it just looks like she's drinking from her hand. It's because the
Oh,
cup
it
same
sure
color as her hand.
does.
Maybe we should just make the cup red or something.
Yeah, I think a red cup would be good. It could be like red solo cup. I'll drink you up. Let's have a party. Sorry, that's a song. Anyway, so alpha backer build note stuff.
Yeah, you guys can just read through that. The link is quickfiregames.com/wildseasondev diary 2.
I will post it. Oh, wait. I just a second. I will post it in a second once I make things not happen. Hey, I posted it for everybody. So, yeah, that is we have all sort as you can see as I scroll down the page, all sorts of build notes for everybody. So,
Yeah, a lot
yeah.
of fixes, a lot of cooking stuff.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, revised confirmation cooking window UI, fix quit game implementation,
Mhm.
revised size of selected item, implement cooking recipe base mode,
Mhm.
um, added potato soup, not potato salad, as a recipe. We should put potato salad soon.
Oh, we
We should put it
should.
in the demo.
Sweet potatoes.
Potato salad.
The overall map update. So yeah, lots of stuff.
Yep, all the stuff so you guys can go see this. And thank you, Ma. We have been putting in a lot of work,
Yeah,
especially
there's
our
still
dev
still a lot
people
to
and our
do.
art people. So lots to do, but we're
Still lots
getting
to
there.
do.
Yeah. So alphas, it will be a thing.
Oh, Dai Kira, if I thought I'd put it in the alpha email. Anyways, so the version goal is the cooking system. Because we're still working on that, so that's the version goal. So we want overall feedback on the cooking experience.
Yep. And no, there will not be $50,000 potato salad.
Uh, actually, we should put. You know what? We should put that in Liv Wolf's restaurant as a dish. $50,000 or 50,000 currency potato salad.
You buy it from Alexandra, and Alexandra's just like, "What's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
We should do it.
Let's do it.
So yeah, thank you for listening to that. So let's see here. Wow, we are almost 30 minutes in already, Sharon.
Yeah. Wait. Someone asked something about the overall map update. So we've been working on the minimap. Or the overall map, like the Skyview map, since a lot of people got lost in the town. Yes, Mazeltine, you've created an Easter egg. We take a lot of Easter eggs from suggestions that you guys give us.
Yeah, we do. And I put in a lot of stuff because I'm me.
Yeah. Whenever Kelsey's bored, she just takes eggs and starts painting them, and then she squashes them against the screen, and they end up in the game somehow.
Yep. That's my entire writing process, actually.
You should see her screen. It's just covered in egg yolk, but somehow it makes it into the game.
Yeah, I know. Sharon can see it, and like I send him screenshots, and he's just like, "Kelsey, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. This game is going to be fantastic." But yeah, so I have locations to show you guys.
Ooh.
The first one we are going to go to is the clinic. So let us go there. I am a programming genius, Rith. Yeah. Anyway, here's the first floor of the clinic, everybody. It has chairs, it has a desk, it has all sorts of things. So, as you can see, there's 2 beds up towards the left top corner, and then there's kind of more of a serious, I would say quite intensive care, but a little bit more equipment around it bed.
Yeah, and then to the right of that is Thingy's office.
Yep, Darius's little office, and the desk, I really wanted it to kind of look like, there's all these doctor's offices I go to, and especially the doctor's offices I had to go to last year, like all had this like weird curved desk. So that's kind of what the desk was inspired by. That took a while.
Yeah. You know, I've just realized something that's incredibly inefficient. So if Darius had patients in the patient wing, and he had an emergency, he cannot actually run from his desk to the patient wing. He has to go out, go around the front of the desk, to the door, to the patient wing. I've just realized that.
I did not even think about that. These are the type of things I need to think of. Oh my goodness. Well,
it's okay.
You can pretend like there's a door.
We'll just chalk it up. We'll just chalk it up to to Hayes' eccentric architecture.
Yeah. The person
who would have built this? Would it have been Hayes, or would it have been someone before Hayes?
Probably her.
So there. This was Hayes' eccentricities.
Yeah, she's a person. Anyway, so yeah, what do you guys think? Or always say what you want. Always.
Beep.
Dr. Hayes was the doctor that Darius took over for. And that's really all I'll mention about her. She's not important.
She's the redhead at the beginning of the game that gets all your bio data.
Yep. She moved to the city. But the builder of the town. No, she's not the builder of the town. She was a doctor. Little doctor.
Who founded the clinic.
Yep. And so, yeah, that's the first floor. Here's the top floor where the town decided to put Darius, and Darius is not very happy about it. But here's his little apartment along with all of the storage for the clinic. So, as you can see, it's pretty sparse, but Darius is a bachelor and he's dirty.
You know, have you heard of the movie The Great Seduction? It's
No,
kind
I
of
have not, but Siri just
it's
responded to something from me, and I'm like creeped out, so I'm gonna throw my phone over there.
Oro, yeah, it's meant to feel empty because Darius is kind of like, what the heck? So the Great
Yeah.
Seduction is kind of the opposite of this. There's this little fishing town in, I think, Ireland or Scotland, that has a doctor come and stay for 6 months. And if that doctor decides to permanently stay there, then kind of these manufacturing companies are going to come and open factories there. And the fishing
Mhm.
people really want the doctor to stay so they can have jobs because they haven't had jobs in like 20 years. So when the doctor comes, they go a little over the top and trying to seduce him to stay at the town, to the point where they're stalking him and stuff, just so that they can try and find out what he likes to abuse it.
Yeah.
Oh, 1 second.
Okay. But okay, you find the floor really weird. Um, we do have a lot of reused wood floors. There's a lot of places that now don't have those anymore. This was originally just a storage room for the
The clinic.
clinic before Darius moved in. So they're not the best floors. Um, he was just kind of thrown up here
Yeah, and
quickly.
that's why it's so sparse. It's kind of like the
Yeah,
town said, "Oh, we have to put him somewhere. Okay, let's just
yeah,
clear up the room, throw in some old furniture that was lying around, and
yeah.
yeah."
Here you go. But yeah, yeah. Siri was looking up on the internet feels dirty, which I was like freaking out about. Just to let you know, because I was like, the apartment looks dirty, and for some reason, with Windows 8, sorry, with iOS 8, if you have it plugged in, Siri will sometimes respond to you without you wanting her to.
I've never
So,
had that happen to me.
but um, it has to be plugged in on
At least
Windows.
there aren't
I
any
mean, on
blood
iOS
stains.
8.
That's a good idea. We should put blood stains
Bloodstains. Dun
from
dun
old
dun.
equipment that was never cleaned and left up there, and the
Equipment would
town
have
was too
never been
lazy.
cleaned. But yeah, that's the clinic, everybody. And also Darius's really pathetic apartment. I think we got the bachelor slash it was put together feel very well done. So, secondly, dun dun dun, we're gonna show you the neighboring farmhouse. Woo! So people called with the last name of Holst live here. So let me bring this up. This is the first floor. So these are the people who own the other farm in town, which is much better than yours at the beginning of the game, at least.
Hmm.
um, it's got a little, it's got bedrooms, it's got a kitchen, little living room area. Denise is sitting outside of her door. All sorts of things.
Mm-hmm. They're a pretty simple family, so the house is simple
Mm-hmm.
in response. But I
Yeah.
think they're actually pretty rich, aren't they?
They have a good amount of money, but this is also a really old house. That just kind of hasn't undergone any renovations or anything. But it's simple. And then
Yeah.
there's a little
In
loft
fact,
area
in
upstairs. I'll
fact,
show you
they,
guys in a
they,
second.
they don't even have a TV, right?
Oh, wow. They sure don't. I know somebody mentioned the other day that some of the characters don't have TVs, and I didn't even think about that because other houses totally have TVs. Yeah.
Yeah, well, actually, how many channels do we have planned for the TV?
Channels, I think we have 4 or 5. Shows, we have more like 6 or 7, and that includes weather.
Mm-hmm. So there's not that much to watch, anyways.
Yeah, there's not much to watch. The shows are going to be very much how like Back to Nature had the shows, but I have some good ideas for what those shows should be, and they actually have seasons to them, so they're only
Mhm.
on at certain times. So,
And only on during certain times of the year.
yep, yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Only on certain
Um.
times of the year.
So I was also thinking we could combine the presentation of the TV, a little bit of um how Persona does it as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that when you go to the shopping channel, you've got the shopping guide come up and the music and everything. So if we have the time
Okay.
and budget, I would like to do that.
Dustin's wondering what you're eating.
Salad. It's my lunchtime. The podcast and the show, since due to um, time say what's it called? Daylight saving times
Yep.
now coincides with my lunchtime.
Yep.
Um, so I get lightheaded if I don't eat.
Yeah, I had to start like bringing this whole thing of water, especially to the Let's Plays, because like there's parts where I'd be like, oh my god, I've talked so much,
Mm.
die slowly. But yeah, that's the first floor, and then upstairs there's a little loft, and that's where Dawn
Are they
lives.
asking about the pictures in my background?
Oh, I don't know. What are the pictures in the background? Yeah, they are.
Oh,
What is on the
that's my
bookcase? Everybody's just
that's
talking about all your stuff.
okay. Let me go get the photo. That's my photography. I used to be a photographer.
Ooh.
So this is one of them.
Ooh. They're also wondering who is behind you.
Oh, that's my wife.
Lovely wife.
Sana, wave. They can see you. So yeah, so that's one of my photos.
I
The
like
other ones
it.
are
That's cool.
the other ones are from Spain and Las Vegas.
Ooh.
Actually, if you guys want to see my stuff,
all the stuff. Ooh, you have a Flickr account.
yeah, it's not updated though.
I'm going to save that so I remember to look at it. Yeah, there we go.
I've actually been meaning to start selling my photos.
Sell them all. Stuff. But what do you guys think of Don's room? He is messy. He has a map of the town in his room. He is a child. Yeah. I like this room. Franz did this, and I think she did a really good job on it.
He's pretty much the only character with a personality room in that house.
Mm-hmm.
Because he got shoved up in the attic.
He got shoved up in the attic. And Larry and April are very straight-laced people, and Denise is Denise. Let's just leave it at that. That's not the whole map. That's a good question. I would have to look at it a little bit more closely. I forget if it's just the town map or the whole map. Maybe
I
you
think it's
guys
a
will
whole
have.
map.
I think you guys might have to figure out. Anybody who has the alpha program, go into his room.
Mm-hmm.
Go see. But yeah. Dun 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 dun. Anyway, that's all the locations I have. Thank you for listening to me prattle on about that.
They're asking what the ladder next to the map is.
Oh, let me bring it back up. That is Don's ladder that he tends to take places and tends to get in trouble with. Don gets in trouble a lot. Don and Ponko, who is the youngest child at the ranch, tend to get into adventuring troubles with one another. So.
What sounds creepy? Gala, what sounds creepy?
Him getting in trouble with a ladder? No. Da 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 da. So there you go. Yeah, no, it doesn't go to another room. It's just a ladder that he takes with him places.
Mm-hmm.
Gets in trouble with. Yeah, so.
And that's why he got shoved up in the attic, because he's always getting in trouble.
Yep, Don got shoved up into the attic. But anyway, so we could either do questions, or we've done about 40 minutes, so we could always just answer your guys' questions, or we can talk about fish farming. It's whatever you guys want to do. I'll sing a song at the end for whoever wins. I don't think that's much of a motivator, but I'm gonna put it out there. Or we're making a bit of changes to the intro. So
yeah, thank goodness for the alpha. We rewrote the intro so it's more bite-sized.
Yeah, it's interactive more. So thank you for that. Oro, and yes, scenes will be able to be skipped. It's just that's one of those features that I don't think we're putting in until more towards when the game's actually going to be finished. So, yeah. So, all scenes will have skip options. So, it will be good. It will be good things. In blood types, I have a few ideas with that, and I'm not sure if those ideas are actually being implemented yet, so right now, no comment with blood types. So, I don't want to promise something and then it's not a thing. But Kick, that beginning movie is actually just for the pre-alpha demo. We have like a much more something that's like a little bit meatier that's going to be at the beginning of the final game. It's not going to be much longer than what that was, but it's going to flow better. We don't have the location that the game actually starts at done yet. So we wanted something so you guys weren't just like suddenly in an inn.
Yeah. So you know to play the alpha, you need to get a sense of the backstory. So we just put that together so you have a sense of the backstory until we actually develop the section that tells you the backstory.
Yeah. And Di's wondering about a dialogue history. If we're gonna have a dialogue history. I don't know.
I'll have to ask the developers if we can do that.
We'll ask.
I think so. I don't see why not because we have the script. But yeah.
Just remember, you know, pre-alpha demo especially
a rollback might be doable, so you can go backwards until you make a decision.
Yeah, that would probably be pretty good too. We'll figure it out. We'll get back to you. Yeah. So.
Oh, New Game Plus. It's planned. We're not sure if it'll be available at launch, but we do intend to make sure it's available within like the first 2 months. We have it planned. We're just not sure if we'll have enough time to actually have it tested and run smoothly by March, which is when we're planning to launch.
We have things planned for New Game Plus and what you'll actually keep and what you won't keep and, all of that sort of thing. So, yeah. But, any more questions? Oh, Gala has one. Will important things be automatically added to calendars as we find them, or do we need to remember, take notes, access a menu?
We actually haven't even talked about a calendar, so thank you for that.
Yeah, we do need to talk about a calendar.
We'll
let you know, Gala.
Yeah.
We'll have things. We do have a notebook that is going to log some things for you.
And a smartphone. So probably it'll go into the notepad or the smartphone.
Yeah. So you'll have things. We will definitely have some sort of calendar. What that calendar will do is up for debate. Not
Mhm.
debate, just up for discussion. There we go. Yeah. Oh, there's a calendar in the player's room. Yeah, there is.
Yeah, but we forgot to discuss the functionality.
Yeah.
So we need to do that.
Yep. But
This is why we have the podcast.
Yep. We love you guys. You guys are all great. You guys have very good suggestions and comments
And reminders.
and reminders and issues. Is there going to be a character log or a mystery log so you can keep track of your mystery progress and things like love interest likes and dislikes?
Some of that will go in the notebook.
Yeah. Some of that will go into other things, and some other things will be in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Dun dun dun. So.
Like imaginary unicorns.
Yes.
Those will be in your mind.
Those will be in your mind. Unicorn. But Oro, as you find out the dates of things, you can mark them in the calendar. Sounds like a good idea. Rewards for players for taking notes on things. Yeah, Oro, we'll have to discuss what the calendar does. But Kix is asking, will you be able to upgrade your phone?
Yep.
Yes.
When you start the game, you start off with a Nokia.
Yeah, you start out with a really crap phone.
And then
reasons.
You later can upgrade it to a smartphone, which gives you all the extra functionality.
Mm-hmm. Will there be a secret achievement that unlocks Kelsey's yodeling?
Yes.
No. No. Maybe. I don't know. Somebody really wanted me to put like random songs that you could access through a jukebox or something. I could have a Wild Season song like, you're playing Wild Season, playing Wild Season.
Yeah, or we could have it so that if you go up to the mountain 5 days in a row and yodel, you unlock the Kelsey yodel achievement. Yodel like Kelsey achievement. There we go.
No. I can't believe I yodeled. I can't believe this is a thing. Oh well.
I know.
What?
We'll record you at the Christmas party doing karaoke, and that's what we'll put in the jukebox.
No! Oh, no! Now I have to pick my song really. I'm trying my best to pick my song well, and now you're like putting all a crazy thing. Di is wondering, will you be able to travel on a bicycle or other fast things later on?
Your horse.
Horse. Yay! Gala, oh, you can use your phone as a... He's saying that the Nokia phone, since it can't break, you can use it as a weapon.
you can use it in the mines to mine if you forget your pick.
Everybody's saying that they want my thing to happen. No.
Yeah, it's happening. The public has spoken. See, Rith Braid is even willing to give us more money for it. So.
Oh, okay. Rith, pay me. No, I'm just kidding. I know. Everybody can just feel sorry for me. I'll make a whole yodel ballad. How about that? I don't know how you can yodel in a ballad, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah. The Kelsey yodel ballad. The Kelsey yallad.
The ding has to be a notification sound from your phone. The sound option should be Kelsey's ding. There are text message dings, so I guess I could be like yodel-hee-hoo, whatever it goes. No. Why did I do it? We'll just have a whole Kelsey DLC pack where I voice all the characters and you get ringtones.
There we go. Okay, we'll make it a free DLC for podcast viewers. We'll give the code out on a podcast, so you can only get the DLC if you watch the podcast.
Ooh, so exclusive! I feel so special.
But that reminds me, I have a video I want to show if I can find it.
Remember the last time I showed a video? Be careful what you wish for.
You know, since people want to give us money, I wish this is how it worked.
Oh, I can whistle, Gala? I can't actually whistle, so no, that's even more stressful. I'm so bad. Let me try to whistle. See, I can't whistle, you guys. I'm also like slowly getting allergies because we had a cold front come through finally. So it's cold here, but it brought all these pollens and stuff, so my eyes are like watering. But I only have drowsy allergy medicine, so I didn't want to take it until after this was over because I didn't want to fall asleep.
Okay, here. This is the video. I wish this could happen to us. Or this is how the internet worked. Where's Skype? Where's chat?
Da, da, da. Okay. I'm
So
going
open a browser, get the browser running on
Okay.
the Twitch stream, and then pop the link in there
Okay.
once it's showing up on stream. So wait, don't paste it because it's not in the stream yet.
I'm getting it.
Right? There we go.
Oh. Okay, now it's really angry. Just a second.
That's why I said get the browser to show up first.
Yeah, okay, 1 second. I am going to make sure that it is not moving. There we go. Start that. Oh, I love him. Just a second, y'all. Video. Okay. Hey, here we are.
There we go. All right. Guys, ready for this?
Let's hope they can hear it.
Congratulations, you've won. Congratulations, you've won. Congratulations, you've won. Congratulations.
Mom!
Could it please work like that, you guys?
Yeah. Play it again. Play it again.
Okay.
I just love watching it, and I'm just like, oh, I wish that could happen.
Congratulations, you've won. Congratulations, you've won. Congratulations, you've won. Congratulations. Mom!
I like the mom at the end.
Yeah. It's like, Mom, my computer's spitting out money.
Yeah, Di, I can't roll my tongue. That's probably why I can't whistle. But yeah, that'd be so nice if your computer just spit out money. We need to make a computer that spits out money, Sharon.
They've invented that. It's called a Bitcoin miner. It's just no longer profitable. It now costs more money to generate Bitcoins than the value of the Bitcoin.
Ma, I don't know if we're gonna have time for the quiz. I'm sorry. I figured talking about actual wild season stuff might have been more productive than me talking about fish farming. But I mean, I can stick around for the quiz. I don't know if Sharon wants to. Sharon has so much to do. I can stick around if people want to do the quiz. I made it. We can always do it next week.
They invented that. Yeah, it's called an ATM, except that you need to have money in an account to use an ATM.
Wait, Ma, you have the answers? Then no, we're not doing the quiz. I'm changing all the answers for next week. No.
Oro, the weather balloon, that's kind of like we want to do it, but that's kind of like towards the bottom of the feature list. We're focusing on all the core mechanics and core features before we start working on non-core stuff. So core is like cooking, mining, fishing, farming, winemaking, beer making, story content, and then we're doing like things like fluffing out the TV channels, the weather balloon. We actually want to be able to take loans and use parts of your farm as collateral. So if you don't pay it back, the bank comes and removes a building or removes an animal that you put up as collateral. But that's like at the bottom of the feature list.
Di, I'm going to switch the letters around. Next week. we'll just have this prepared for next week. But, oh, say hi to my kitty, everybody. Hi, kitty. Meow. Meow.
Can we make rum? I think I don't know. We have. Yeah, I think for this game we just have wine and beer, but we'll maybe have spirits and other liquors in Wild Season 2 or an expansion pack.
One of those two things. We'll just become an alcohol making sim.
Actually, that's a good idea for a game. Just a game where you make alcohol and sell it. Kind of like that drug game for like Windows 95. Do you remember that one? The one where you bought and sold drugs in the like Windows 95 or Windows 98?
I don't remember that, but we should have a game where like you're making like moonshine and like illegal liquor during the prohibition. You got
Yes.
You got.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
And then you have to keep moving locations. So you have to. Oh, okay. So this is how it could work. You can move location and you give up a certain sort of percent of something every time you move location. But if you stay in a place too long, you get caught, or the risk of getting caught increases.
And then you have to deal with like different gangs wanting your alcohol, and they sometimes get into conflict. They're like, you can only supply us, and you're like, no.
See, we need to get bigger so we can have like 4 or 5 teams working on all these different games.
Yes. Sharon and I have too many game ideas. He has a whole journal of game ideas. And then I suggest things and he's like, oh.
And then on top of that, like the artists will on their spare time they'll just doodle something and I'm like, oh, that just gave me an idea for a game. And I'll just come up with this whole world and this whole story in like 30 minutes.
And then you're like, we're working on this and we can't work on anything else.
I know, it's so frustrating.
No, Gala, don't tell us that there's things that already do this.
No, I've played Omerta. What I have in mind is very different from Omerta.
I've never heard of Omerta.
Urda.
Never heard of it. Don't know what it is. Limisoft. Oh, the drug dealer simulator. Great! They're making so many Sims nowadays.
Yeah.
So many Sims.
I actually want to make a sim.
That would be pretty funny.
A simulation where you make simulations that make simulations. Inception right there.
Ooh. It's like that donut game. Do you remember that donut game that was really popular for a while? That like after a while you started making the game about making donuts?
No, I don't remember.
It was like an iOS game that was like really popular for a while. I don't know. Rith, it's okay. We're lost too. All lost. All the time.
So yeah, so I gotta bounce. So okay. Kelsey, you're gonna do the quiz?
No, because apparently Ma has the answers. So, because I posted them in the
Your mom has the answers.
For some reason, because I'm an idiot. So no, I think we're just gonna go. But please join us next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Time, 11 a.m. in the Philippines for our Let's Play. We're not actually sure what we're Let's Playing yet because River King didn't exactly go as planned. But we're gonna play something, and it's gonna be great.
So it's either gonna be a 3DS or it's gonna be an Ascreed.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
And Sharon will be playing the latter, not me.
But you guys will have Kelsey's commentary.
Yes, I will sing. I will do all this stuff. And then yes, if Sharon's gone, then we will do River King time. Again, yes.
Magical Melody is for what system?
GameCube.
Okay.
Rith, there will be more Bounce. Bounce will just come when Sharon is not here. That's going to be our go-to game. Bounce is the name of our fox man who was an orange for a while.
I thought you were playing like some kind of alleyway type game, and I'm like, huh?
No. But no.
Why will Oro only see us in 4 to 5 weeks?
Because Oro has to work during this time usually. So Oro got these 2 days off this week. So that's why Oro is with us, because Oro usually cannot join us, and it is very sad, and we are sorry that you cannot join us for a while. Heart to you.
Magical Melody might be a good idea, because we can get a GameCube emulator.
I don't remember the last time I played Magical.
I don't think I ever did.
It's interesting.
Okay, so why don't we try that?
Okay, we can try that. I'll see if I can get it running.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared of your PC getting it running, so I'm gonna try it on mine. Sharon every week has an issue with his PC that it's just like, it's our style now. He's like, Skype's not working and Windows updated itself and all this crazy stuff, and I'm like, Sharon, that's us.
Yeah. No, I'm spoiled with my Mac. Like my Mac, I just update it when I want, and everything just works. With Windows, you have to like manage and maintain 50 different applications, and you update one thing, everything crashes, and viruses, and yeah.
Kix used to call Magical Melody Harvest Moon Butts because everybody's butts stick out. That's nice. I don't remember that, but I kind of want to play it now. I can make
me
butt
too.
songs.
I'm gonna download it and play it.
Okay. I'll download it on my end, see if I can get it to work. So yeah, we'll do that, and then of course the podcast is at the time that you're tuning in right now.
Wait, why is Kix talking about Tron and the Greek Squad? Oh, Geek Squad.
Yeah.
I read Greek Squad. I was like, huh? Greek Squad?
Yeah,
okay,
Geek Squad. Thank you, Oro, for asking.
Actually, which is the original Harvest Moon?
It's for the Super NES.
Why don't we do that?
Ooh, I own it. So, I don't know if we can get it streaming on that. I'll probably just use an emulator, but
Yeah.
we could do that. We'll look into both options and we will decide. And then it will
We can do both, actually.
We could do like an hour of one, an hour of the other.
No, we could stream them both at the same time on the same screen. You could play one, I could play the other, and then we could comment on each other. That could be entertaining.
That could be. We just have to make sure the sounds were off both games, because that would be awful.
Yeah.
All of that music mixing in together.
What do you guys think? We'll, instead of having our two pictures here, we'll split the screens into half. One half will have the SNES one, and one half will have Magical Melody.
One will have somebody playing very confidently. The other one will have me watering TVs, screaming, and singing. Gala thinks that it would be confusing.
Is this your answer to confusing?
I don't know.
We could even try Twitch Plays Harvest Moon. That could be entertaining.
Oh, you would have to program that.
Yeah, would be crazy. I wouldn't know how to set that up.
No. Twitch Plays Harvest Moon would be really funny though. Yeah, I think most people are saying it would be confusing. Do you guys have enough other games to stretch out the podcast until March? Well, the Let's Plays is different. So we're playing stuff that we think has at least some resemblance to Wild Season for people to watch.
Yeah, or basically we want to play games to provoke discussions that could benefit Wild Season. So, we're currently waiting for Pokemon because the world style, the way that you move around, is kind of similar and derived from the same mechanics. Mm-hmm. Also, we have Pokemon-esque grass, so I think that counts. We're looking at Fantasy Life because of the jobs and mechanics. We're looking at Persona for the storytelling. We're looking at other Harvest Moons because that's our closest resemblance. There's Rune Factory, so yeah, we have more than enough games to continue examining till March. And probably games we play next year will probably have very minimal impact in Wild Season 1. But you never know.
You never know. They might be secrets to maybe what we're doing next. Dun dun dun. Oh, if you combine 2 games, you'll run out faster. Oh, but I don't think that's much of an issue, especially since we would be playing 2 Harvest Moon games at the same time.
Actually, it could be good because we could compare things. Like,
Yeah.
I could say, hey,
Come in.
it's interesting that something's going on like in yours and then something like that in mine and other stuff.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we can get it worked out. Sharon, you left. But anyway, we're probably gonna
let me
leave.
see why.
You're now a juicy fruit ad. Okay, you're not a juicy fruit ad anymore. I don't know. I kind of like the juicy fruit ad look for you. Maybe that.
Yeah?
I know you
maybe
just
that should be my
redid
new
your
style.
hair and got new glasses, but maybe you should just become a juicy fruit ad. But anyway, we'll see all these things. And Rith, no, it's not a sponsor. That was freaking Skype being dumb. But anyway, Sharon's got to go, so I think we're both going to head out. Thank you all
Bye.
for coming. I'm Kelsey. This is Sharon. We hope to see you next week. Bye.
Yep, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.